So this is Unforeseen Incidents, or at least it's about to be. There we are, Unforeseen Incidents. I believe it's an adventure game. I've got this special place in my heart for indie adventure games, and so whenever I see one, kind of want to check it out. So I don't know a lot going into this.
WET Talk Radio.
Let's listen to these guys.
It's 5:30 p.m. You're listening to Backwoods Radio. This is Bobby.
And the Duke.
Coming to you live from the Seagull Stadium in beautiful Port Nicola. Our top story today is still the outbreak in Yelltown. Tell us about that, Duke.
An area of farmland outside Yelltown is still in quarantine 1 week after the deaths of 3 people with fever-like symptoms. Senator Sylvia Thurlow, head of the Bureau of Public Health, gave a press conference earlier today.
Let me reassure the people of Yelltown that the risk of contagion is very, very small. However, if you do experience a high fever, nosebleeds, or coughing fits, please stay calm, stay where you are, and call the RHC emergency hotline on 111-111.
That number again, 111-111.
I hope our listeners in Yelltown are feeling fit and healthy because you do not want to miss tonight's big game.
That's right, Bobby. Port Nicola Seagulls versus my team, the Blue Ridge Raccoons.
Raccoons suck. Go Gulls.
Whichever team you support.
So I've been avoiding talking because I don't want to talk over these guys. But that establishing shot, like panning into the city, that was gorgeous. I love this art style already.
Hello?
Harper, it's Rupert.
Professor McBride, how are you?
Not great, actually. There's a problem with my laptop.
That's a very familiar phrase.
I know, but it won't charge. And I'm right in the middle of processing some crucial data. I'm supposed to be driving over to Port Nicola today, and...
Say no more, Professor. I'll grab my multi-tool from upstairs and be right over.
Oh, thank you, Harper.
No problem. See you soon. Always the same.
Look at this guy. Look at his crazy proportions. I'm super into this style already. All right, I'm grabbing my multi-tool, huh? That's a soldering iron. It's not a multi-tool.
My trusty 40-watt chisel tip Langham soldering iron. You need a good soldering iron if you want to tinker with electronics.
But where is my multi-tool?
When I was a kid, I always wanted a bed shaped like a rocket ship. Now I don't even have a bed shaped like a bed.
Well, that's what a bed shaped like a rocket ship would be, wouldn't it be?
There it is. Good old multi-tool. Let's go fix the professor's computer.
What? Is that a space bar? And there's my inventory? Thank you. So, space bar, oh, nice. So I can see what I can interact with if I tap the space bar. And then I go up here if I want my inventory. What? I've got a multi-tool and a bunch of sub-choices for what I'm going to do with it? Okay, so this is the verb list in Maniac Mansion, except it's a multi-tool. I am like a diegetic verb list is the best thing I've seen all day. Thank you, makers of this game. So, I mean, do I need to do? I guess I'll see what else is going on in here.
To cover up the window. Sunlight makes it real hard to sleep during the day, you know.
I know. I remember college.
My extensive wardrobe. I have exactly 2 pairs of pants. I used to draw stupid designs for machines all the time. If I'd ever built them, I think they would have mostly exploded. Me, Mom, and Calvin when I was a high school freshman. That would have been about 6 months before she passed away.
Oh man, my character's like built on secret pain. So folks are asking if this is a zombie game. I don't know if this is a zombie game. I think we've gotten a little bit too used to the idea that a mysterious outbreak is always zombies. I actually kind of prefer stories where the outbreak is just like a disease, like, you know, a normal disease, because that's the thing that's actually scary that might really happen. I'm not really afraid that a zombie plague is actually going to happen in the real world. We could definitely have a deadly outbreak, though. I think there was a show called Survivors on the BBC that I got really into at one point, like over 10 years ago. Let's see here. Oh, are you guys having trouble seeing stuff with my face? Let me try moving my face. What's this?
Whenever I had an idea as a kid, I would grab a light bulb and hold it over my head like a cartoon. Looking back, I was a pretty annoying child. Guess my stepdad was right.
Okay. I am into this.
They have this old-timey photo booth at the state fair. Mom, me, and Calvin got all dressed up in costume. Good times. In Yelltown, the weather can get pretty rough come winter. Folk like their coats.
Are you guys hearing the dialogue okay? Should I turn it up a bit?
An old photo of Mom and Calvin in Greystone Woods. Yeah, I think I took that one.
Oh, by the way, welcome to... I've been sitting here talking to Cloudcraft, but also welcome to Asgard and Fertuz, who've joined us.
I should clean this place. Tomorrow.
Oh, this guy's so familiar. I have been this guy.
Memories of better times. Huh. Glue. Always useful.
Yeah, that seems worth it.
Nah, nothing useful in there.
Alright, what else is there?
Yeah, I'm wasting too much time looking at these lately.
Fine. Oh, well, nice way to tell me there's nothing to interact with on that screen. I could imagine getting lost in this place if they didn't just walk me there. I'm having doubts about the position of my face, though, right now. Maybe I need to go back up to the upper right.
Hey there.
Oh, Harper, thank goodness you're here. Come in.
I'm just blocking a lot of the ground,
What's
the floor
trouble,
space.
Professor?
That blasted battery is trying to murder me.
You know, for a scientist, you don't always...
It will not charge. And I'm in the middle of modeling the latest data from our research team. It's been processing all night. If I lose power now, I'll have to start over. I need this analysis for a very important presentation at PNU tomorrow. Can you fix it?
Oh, so yeah, I definitely want to move my face because there's the dialogue options.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I was just trying to click to get focus on the window, and I ended up making a selection. Let's talk to him
Professor?
some more.
Yes?
Any idea what's wrong with your laptop?
No. I plugged it in, but the battery's still going down.
What's that presentation of yours about?
It's my analysis of factors leading up to the recent outbreak.
Yelltown fever?
Yes. No. Well, the trouble is, we don't really know what kind of disease it is yet. The Dean of Medicine asked me to address the virology department tomorrow. We're hoping my research might help fight whatever killed those people.
Can you find a cure?
It's not quite as simple as finding a cure. But if anyone can beat this thing, it's my research team at PNU. They're the best in the country. All we need is a sample of the bugger.
Cloudcraft is diagnosing the laptop problems from the chat.
Is Yelltown fever really that dangerous?
I'm afraid so. The little brute seems to be acutely virulent. By all accounts, it kills in a matter of hours, not days.
Jeez, hours. What if I've got it?
You'd know, Harper. I'm told symptoms start appearing immediately after infection.
So it's got to burn out real fast,
There's 4
right?
people.
Don't lose hope, son. There's still time to contain it.
That
and
sounds
prevent
scary.
an epidemic.
It's not actually scary. The scary diseases are ones that incubate for a while, so you can't tell who has it.
Isn't the government dealing with it?
Ah, yes. They've placed us in the benevolent hands of the Rancho Health Corporation.
I thought RHC said everything was under control.
That's how you know they're cacking their pants, Harper. See, I know these people, and I know they'll struggle to fight this disease
Cacking
without
their
my
pants?
input.
I don't even
So
know what that
anyway.
means.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Very funny. Turning it off is exactly what I don't want to do.
Are we safe here in Yelltown?
I know it seems
I'm probably
scary.
going to stop
Emergency
clicking every
measures, the
dialogue option
treatment
at some
camp,
point.
But there's no reason to panic. So far, there are very few confirmed cases.
Okay, I won't panic. Yet. Okay, let me see if I can fix that laptop.
Thanks.
So Asgard says, I like this game has dialogue options and nice characters that are well voice acted. The problems and background information seem interesting. Good so far for sure. Yeah. So there's a lot of games where I just click through real fast and just make dialogue go away. So far in this one, I'm actually interested in these people and what's going on, partly because of how well he was characterized when I just was getting to know him in his apartment. Like, I was being thorough in his apartment because I wanted to make sure I had all the tools I needed. But it ended up revealing a lot about who he was, and that sort of drawing me forward into wanting to be more complete with my exploration of all parts of this game. So let's go check out the laptop.
It's nearly out of juice and it isn't charging. I don't get it. I replaced the battery like 2 weeks ago.
What else is going on here?
No reason to snoop around the professor's stuff.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons. This is a video game.
Hey, this telescope is pointing right at Mrs. Denman's bedroom window.
What? No, it isn't.
It is. You can see right through the net curtains.
Harper, you're not too old for me to give you a hiding.
It's not that funny. All right. Well, let's
my multi-tool.
Wait, what? Oh, do I need to drag?
Normally, I just open her up and take a look inside, but I don't want to screw up the professor's work.
Oh, that's right. Well, look at the plug.
Let's take a look here. There's your problem, Professor. The power cable's frayed.
Dash and blast. How did I miss that?
It's no biggie. I can patch it up with my multi-tool and some electrical tape.
Oh, good. Yes, I'm sure I have some electrical tape somewhere.
Leave it with me, Professor.
All right, so now I go rifling through his stuff.
No electrical tape in here. Just some dusty old vinyl records.
Those are classic blues pressings, Harper. Remember, you used to listen to them on my old turntable.
It's 2017, Professor. I listen to tapes now.
He just says that so confidently.
No electrical tape here either. Why do you have so much junk?
Junk. Out of interest, how tidy is your place right now?
But I'm broke. You could use your sweet university dollar to hire a cleaner.
Ah,
This reminds me of when I used to help you out in the lab when I was a kid.
maybe we have different understandings of the word help.
It's basically Back to the Future.
Here's the electrical tape.
Excellent. Can you fix a laptop now?
Hopefully.
Okay, so here's my question. I happened to search drawer, cabinet. If I'd gone cabinet, bottom drawer, top drawer, would he still have had the same conversations with the doctor in the same order, and it's just the third place I look is where I find the tape? Or would I have missed out on all that conversation if I'd gone straight to the cabinet? Because I hope that it really is just the third thing I open, and we get to have all that dialogue no matter what I do. Because I don't know, that's how I'd hope they would set it up. Because I'm glad I had all that conversation. So, do we need to get a wire stripper first? Wait.
The multi-tool.
No, not that. Hold on. Okay. So click that. Grab this. Strip the wire.
Okay, I'll strip the cable and remove the frayed wire. Now, let's get splicey. Looking good.
So is it done?
The laptop seems to be fine. The problem's with the adapter.
Oh. So I need to still duct tape it. Duct.
Some insulation
Tape
tape.
it.
This should help fix the power adapter.
Right. Okay. But it was showing me an X, so I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do.
Okay, let's make this safe-ish. All right, let's plug this baby in. Okay, she's charging now, Professor.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Harper. How much do I owe you?
And this one's on me. But a guy as smart as you
Sorry,
shouldn't
Cloudcraft,
have to
you're right.
call the
It was
village
electrical
idiot
tape,
every
not duct
time his
tape.
laptop goes kablooey.
Harper, I hate to hear you do yourself down like that. You're not the village idiot. I really appreciate your help.
Sure thing, anytime.
So the thing that's impressive about this character, the doctor guy, is that he doesn't just have an accent. He says things like "give you a hiding" and "do yourself down," which I assume are idioms from another dialect. That because that's not the way an American would say those things. It's very common to just write something like an American and then just ask someone to do an accent. But this character really is coming across as being from someplace else. So now what am I going to do?
Lab supplies, glassware, and a lot of dusty academic stuff.
See if there's anything else in here I want to look at.
It's a nice evening in Yelltown.
Yelltown is an interesting name for a place.
Ah! Harper! Stop that! Ah! Harper!
Oh,
Stop that!
I just realized what he was doing. Okay, I gotta get out of here. So you're right, Clark. It would be possible to get that conversation after finding the tape, but my motivation to keep clicking on things after finding the tape is pretty low, right? So I hope that they actually kind of required you to see more interaction between those guys while feeling like you were doing something productive. Gross.
Hello?
Is that a statue of Prince Robot 4 in the background?
What happened to you? Did someone attack you?
No, just leave me alone, okay?
But you need a doctor, or... Wait a minute. Is it the fever?
Please. Please, get away from me.
I can't just leave you here.
I have to keep going.
Keep going? Are you crazy? We need to get you to a hospital.
Don't come near me. The
The blood? Oh, Jesus. What should I do?
I know where I'm going. Just forget you saw me.
I feel like there's a reason for me not to do this.
I'm going to call RHC.
No, not RHC.
But you need a doctor.
I just need you to leave me alone.
RHC might be able to help you.
I don't want their help.
I'm going to call them.
Please, don't.
Oh, I don't have a choice? Or do I? I don't have a cell phone, right?
Whoever made that statue must have a screw loose. It freaks me out. What a piece of junk. Hey, wait a minute. That's Professor McBride's car. Something's not right. I better tell the professor.
Somebody beat up
Jake's
his car?
compressor. These things are expensive. Jake wouldn't leave it lying around unless he wasn't planning to come back.
Yeah, I have a jar.
I can't make those things work together.
Aww. What's the first thing you want to do to a jar?
Public art. Crying skull hands, please. And a TV for a head. RHC emergency paramedics are here to protect your health. But why are they dressed like evil spacemen? This must be the lady's backpack.
Put on gloves.
Attention, Yelltown. This area is experiencing an outbreak. Know the symptoms. Wow, symptom list is long. Headache, fever, nausea, bleeding. Ew, gross. Bleeding from the nose, ears, mouth, or eyes. See the symptoms. Call the RHC emergency hotline on 111-111. Well, I feel more relaxed.
So, the fact they have 6-digit phone numbers makes me wonder where this is set. This guy's got an American accent, but is he the transplant? Is he the foreigner
Good
here?
Lord, Harper, what are you doing out there?
Huh? Mrs. Olson.
Can't you see that woman's sick? Call the hotline.
How? How?
She says she wants to be left alone.
Don't joke with me, son. I'd call whatchamacallit myself if it wasn't for my sciatica. She's on death's door. Make the call.
We shouldn't. She doesn't want our HC's help.
Saints preserve us. If you won't call him, I will. I'm not gonna just leave the poor girl there, sciatica or no sciatica.
Whoa, wait up, Mrs. Olson.
Moron!
No,
I'm glad they let me
she's
listen to her.
leading them right to me.
Try to calm down, miss.
Shut up and listen. If they find you with me, they'll take you in for testing too.
Testing? But I'm not infected.
If they take you, you'll end up watching the big game from a body bag.
I prefer baseball anyway.
If you do what I tell you, at least we have a chance.
What do you want me to do?
Go to the hotel. Find LOL,
Find who?
reporter, for the Times. Give the envelope
Envelope. What envelope?
in the backpack.
This is crazy.
Take it, please.
Okay, I think you can tell that they recorded their dialogue in different days because she says envelope and he says envelope. Now, some people do just pronounce those words differently, of course. But I think if somebody said, even if I say envelope, if somebody said envelope to me and I was repeating directly back in their faces what they had said, I would probably say envelope. So you can imagine, I bet these two were not actually, most of the time when you're recording video game dialogue, you do not get people in the same room. You only do that for very, very fancy, high-end cinematic games like, The Last of Us or
Tell
something.
no one else.
Okay, I promise.
Only LOL. They're coming. Go now.
Uh-oh, here come these guys.
There she is.
Please go.
Anyone there?
Uh-oh.
Get away! Chapter 1. The first chapter. So Cloudcraft asks,
That was
Oh.
awful. Should I have stayed with her?
So Cloudcraft asks, isn't that something that should be taken care of when giving voice direction? Theoretically, a voice director could, help match up the lines that are said by different characters. But something small like that, especially since you usually do it on different days, sometimes weeks apart, trying to remember that somebody said envelope instead of envelope is just, you're not even going to think of that. Because both of those are such natural pronunciations in American English, it's not really consistent whether you say envelope or envelope. They're both pretty common, and I don't even know what the rule is, if they're geographical or just random or whatever. But I'm betting that the person who was doing the voice direction heard one character say envelope, heard the other character say envelope, and it did not occur to them that they had said it differently because it was just separated by days and it just didn't rise to their notice. Now, if you can afford to do callbacks, then you can notice it in practice. You can notice it when it goes into the game. You're like, oh, they sound weird with him repeating her with the different pronunciation, and you could go back and re-record the line. But most of the time you don't have time. One of the biggest budget hits you take is when you go into the recording studio. And just going in at all costs a certain minimum amount of money. And so if your budget is low, or even just not ridiculous, going back to do callbacks is often just or retakes or whatever, is just often not even feasible.
Let's hope this fever doesn't move as fast as whoever put these posters up. Hundreds of them just appeared overnight.
Let's go home and forget that woman ever existed. Go to bed. I've had a nice hard day of fixing one laptop and ruining a woman's life. Let's go to bed.
Maybe
Good
I should
night.
just go back to sleep. When I was a kid, I always wanted a bed shaped like a rocket ship. Now I don't even...
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so what is my goal now? I, did that thing with that woman. Kind of left Okay, so I need to take them to Hollowell. That's right, or Hellowell. Where's Hellowell though? Is it the hotel? Okay, so I automatically kind of headed back to my room, and so because that's just where my character went.
Mrs. Denman's place. She used to babysit me when I was a kid. Meatloaf and fruit cocktail from a tin.
Yeah, so I actually, like, after I came in here and saw that I was on the way back to my room, I completely forgot the hotel objective, which is silly. But I don't actually know how to get to the hotel. I guess I'll have to backtrack.
People frown on dumpster diving, but you can turn up some cool stuff.
Will I?
Old appliances, old comic books. And that would be old Mrs. Denman's pantyhose. Well, I'm traumatized. I'm not gonna take the pantyhose, am I? Huh. Well, maybe it'll be useful. I just hope no one saw me take it.
So his reaction to that reminds me a lot of like when I decide one day I'm not going to eat any cookies today, and then I eat 5 cookies, and I'm like, why did I do that? I don't know. He seems to have the same attitude about the pantyhose. He's like, I have this concept of who I am and what I do. I feel weirdly compelled to pick up this pantyhose, and it doesn't match any of my concept of myself. But I am a video game character, and so I must. But the thing is, like, it's weird to have such a familiar experience watching someone do something that you would hope is just part of being a video game character. But no, everybody kind of is that way. You feel a little bit pushed around on the end of the stick by your own desires sometimes. And, yeah, don't feel like you have a lot of control over your life. See, that statue, it feels like something out of Saga, doesn't it? Seagulls versus raccoons. So this must be the hotel. Let's go. Nice that the hotel isn't the only other location I could reach from there. Very convenient. Oh, who's this guy? Hello, Morton.
Hey, Morton.
Hey there, Hoppo. Are you here to watch the big game? Everyone's downstairs already.
My name is Harpo?
I'd really love to watch it with them, but Mr. Seagull says I gotta stay on front desk.
Is it a coincidence that there's a team called the Seagulls?
Actually, I'm looking for a guest. Someone called Hellowell. I don't know his first name.
Hellywell? I'm sorry, Harp. There's nobody here by that name.
But I was told to find Hellowell at the hotel.
Told by who?
I just saw an infected woman in the street.
Don't tell him everything.
What? An infected woman? Jeez, Hopper.
I know. It was pretty awful.
What did you do?
What do you think I did? Ask for her number?
You phoned RHC, right?
Actually, Mrs. Olson called them. That lady, she was so frightened.
Pretty scary. You didn't get infected, though, did you?
Nah, I haven't gotten sick since we were kids.
Phew. Well, that lady was probably just talking crazy with the fever and all.
Well, maybe. But it sounded so serious.
Sounds like a wild goose chase to me, Harp.
Are you working for somebody here?
I don't remember you being such a big football fan.
Oh, I am. I dig the Sea Dogs.
The Seagulls, Mort.
Exactly. Go Gulls! Woo!
You don't know a thing about football, do you?
No, I'm a fan all the way.
Yeah. Of the Sea Dogs.
Oh, damn it, Harper. Okay, I wanna be a fan. Everybody's gonna talk about the big game tomorrow. I don't wanna be out of the loop when I,
Wait, is this football thing about a guy?
Well,
Dada Bear's coming out of his cave.
No, I just may have a date with a certain gentleman acquaintance.
Way to go, Morton.
But he's so into sports, I don't want to look dumb.
Mort, don't worry about looking dumb. You always look dumb.
Hey!
But you're a nice guy. I'm sure you're gentleman. We'll see that.
I still wish I could watch the game, though.
Okay. I love that it's that I don't know. That's a good way, in my opinion, to handle, like representation, that kind of thing. It's just fold right in there. Everybody here already knows and has already accepted that this is a gay character. And, they don't need to like call a ton of attention to it. I've really enjoyed how like it feels like, it used to be in the 90s if you had a gay character in a show or in a game or something like that, it's like you had to have a million neon signs pointing to it. And there's some awkward times recently, like I'd say really like the Beauty and the Beast movie where they tried to put a bunch of neon signs pointing at a character, and it just makes it come across as like the more special you make it sound, the more you make it feel like, like you're trying to, I don't know, ride in like a white knight and rescue people. Like you're like, building up, your concept of yourself, being much more sort of just taken for granted, subdued. All the characters are already completely on board. Feels a lot better to me. I mean, I'm not of the group being represented here, so I don't know if there's something that's missing here, but I really like this approach in general. I've been I've been watching for the first time, I think many people have already seen, which is Star Trek Discovery. And I think Discovery does a pretty good job of this kind of thing too. And if, and some people would hear me say that, be like, oh, see, it's weird that you're noticing it, that you're calling attention to it, Jeffrey. But, there's still just so many games and movies and things like that handle representation of gay characters in really awkward ways that when someone feels like they're doing it okay, I still notice it. And then I, of course, make it awkward by calling attention to it. But, hey, whatever. Okay. And... well, let's talk about Hello.
Are you sure you don't have a guest called Hello?
Yep. Sorry, Hopper.
Oh.
But I need to find him.
Well, I'm sorry. We ain't got your Heliwell here.
Okay, I guess I made a mistake.
Sorry about that, Harp.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can find out here?
Sorry you're going to miss the big game.
It's the worst.
Maybe if I help him with his game problem, he'll have more information for me. I'll have to keep that in mind.
How's the hotel trade?
Could be better. This Yelltown fever thing is not good for business. Worse than the Yelltown fire and the Yelltown floods put together. On the bright side, not as bad as the Yelltown earthquake or the Yelltown hurricane.
Why would anyone build a hotel here?
Yeah. Cloudcraft, I'll take your reaction as reassuring that I'm not completely off base. I appreciate that.
What do you think about Yelltown fever?
Real scary. They talk about it like it's the Acropolis or something.
The Acropolis?
The Acropolis?
Yeah, like some Revelations crap.
Never mind.
I just want to check in again, make sure is the volume okay? I'm spending a lot of time listening to the dialogue, and I want to make sure you guys are hearing the dialogue fine. Nobody's complained so far, but because, I didn't really test my audio levels with this game, I have trouble knowing for certain that you guys are hearing it all right. All right, well, let's look around. Brooms. I'll just rob this hotel closet. Why not, right? Just taking things. What was that? Fish food, okay. Yep, that's fine. This is mine now. There's an aquarium.
Nice aquarium. Lights, treasure chest, some kind of demonic skull. This fish tank is better than the rooms.
What's this over here?
You're not allowed back here, Harper.
But I just want to...
You know the rules, buddy.
So I gotta distract this guy. So there's a guest book, there's a newspaper. Can I get either of those? Let's see.
Hopper, I told you can't be... I got in real trouble.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have skipped that. Maybe there's a funny story there.
Mr. Siegel must have drilled him.
Alright, well, let's see. Where do I want to go? Elevator or what's this place? I had a down arrow. Does that mean it's the basement? This is where they're watching the big game.
That old chair has seen a lot. That lamp is the reason the tanning salon went out of business.
Do I want to know? What's the story there?
I wonder why they bother printing a menu. No one comes down here to read.
Hey, I found Waldo.
Hi.
Hey,
Howdy.
What are you guys up to?
we're watching the big game. What else?
The raccoons are about to pound the seagulls.
Dream on. The Seagulls got this in the bag.
You wish.
What's with all these old videotapes?
We had an awesome pregame party this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
We watched 5 decades of Seagulls highlights to get us in the mood.
Hmm.
I get the feeling you didn't both enjoy the pregame party.
Yeah, my unlucky friend here is a Raccoons fan.
The raccoons are awesome, and your stupid party was boring as hell.
Oh, it was amazing. When we crushed the Vandals in the playoffs, my personal highlight.
Boring.
The division final between the Seagulls and the Wolves? Oh, man!
Mondo boring-o. Only one game against the raccoons.
And naturally, the Raccoons got their asses handed to them.
Hmm.
I'm sure the Seagulls versus Raccoons game was fun to watch.
Oh, boy!
You got lucky that time, Merle. The 86 was a long time ago. We got a score to settle.
Bring it on.
Hmm. Do I want to say all this
That
stuff?
Vandals game was a classic.
Yeah, it was this drizzling June evening back...
And the Vandals were pummeling you into the dirt.
Yeah, until the last quarter.
I remember that Wolves game.
I tell ya, Evan Taylor played the game of his life.
It was a fluke.
Fluke nothing. Taylor was a genius. Must have been May 1999. What a day.
Anyway,
I feel like it might end up being important when these games were played. I'm not remembering them very well, though. I'm not even sure why I needed to... Huh.
do you know someone called Hellowell?
Sure do. Helliwell White, running back for the Seagulls 92-94.
I think you meant a guest, Merle. Sorry, we don't know any Hellowell.
Huh.
I gotta go.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so Hellowell. 93 to 94, huh? Well, none of these seem relevant to that Hellowell person. I feel like...
Let's see if this one could come in useful.
I can't just take them all?
It's an old VCR. Good condition, too.
Can I just stick this in this VCR?
I shouldn't mess with that. Those guys would not appreciate me blocking their view.
So can I only carry one at a time? I don't know what this one is. 57. I feel there's something I'm missing about this.
Let's see if this one could come in useful. I'll put the other one back.
All right, let me talk to this guy
Hi.
again.
Hey,
Howdy.
Let's talk about the...
Not again.
I'm sure the Seagulls versus Raccoons game was fun to watch.
oh boy!
You got lucky that time. 86 was a long time
86.
ago. We got...
Bring it on.
Anyway,
Okay, so
gotta
what I
go.
probably want is 86.
Goodbye.
I'm betting that I want the one that represents
let's see if
these
this
guys,
one
the
could
current
come in
game, like
useful.
the
I'll put the other one
history
back.
of these two teams. Let's talk to this guy real quick.
Hello there.
Hey, what can I get you?
I see you threw a pregame party.
Sure did. You're welcome to stay and watch it with us.
I like your banner.
Thanks. Times like these, you gotta do what you can to keep smiling. We even watched a bunch of classic Seagulls games on tape. It was great.
Boo! Seagulls suck!
All right.
I'm looking for Hellowell.
For who?
Hellowell? A reporter for the Times?
I don't know a Hellowell. Sorry, buddy.
Well,
All right.
I better go.
Later.
So I think, did I just call attention to the banner for no reason? Is it something I can grab?
A framed football shirt. The sweat patches really follow you around the room.
What? All right, let's go back upstairs and see if Morton would appreciate this disc. I mean, disc? Am I saying disc about a VCR? Is that how adapted I am to modern media? All right, whatever. Here you go, buddy.
Mort wouldn't be interested in that.
He wouldn't? Fine.
Sorry, Hopper. Guests only.
Meh. I don't have time to schlep through all the floors anyway.
Okay, I thought maybe I knew what this was for, but maybe not. What else can I do? I only got 7 minutes left. I mean, do I need to cause a disaster with this?
A power outlet. Endless possibilities.
Yeah.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Okay. So I just got an achievement.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
This is the envelope that infected woman gave me.
Interesting.
I can't do that.
Oh, I can't put that on like a mask? Okay. Can I put it in here?
I don't think those things play nice together.
Hmm.
I wouldn't know how to use the hose here.
Siphon it. I don't know why, but whatever.
When I said I'd clean up this town, I didn't mean literally. Also, I never said I'd clean up this town.
Yeah, so the problem with the multi-tool is you can do so many things with it, and most of them are wrong. Which is, I think, why they gave it to me, right? Like, they wanted me to have they wanted this to not be one of those adventure games where you just have a bunch of objects and you just try every object and everything, and eventually you just sort of power your way through. They wanted to give you so many options that it was forbidding to try to do it that way. And so I can't just sort of power through it. I have to actually have some clever insight into what I'm meant to do. So I don't see anything here that I clearly can use with the aquarium or the outlet. I do expect that my goal is, let's see here.
I love my multi-tool.
Stop that. I keep clicking things instead of dragging them. Can I, like...
Let's shorten this a little.
Okay, so I've got a short hose now.
I wouldn't know how to use the hose here.
Yeah. Neat.
I don't think it's scissor time.
Oh, but I want to cut open that envelope and see what's inside. Yeah, I don't have a really clear idea what I'm supposed to do. Maybe if I just have some random conversations with people, something will pop out.
Morton.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry you're going to miss the big game.
It's the worst.
Never mind.
All right. So I thought that I could just give him the tape and say, hey, look, maybe your dude will be impressed if you watch an old game and know something about the teams. But I guess that's not an option that they thought of. See you later, Cloudcraft. What is this thing? Did I miss something that's interactive here? We've got that shirt, right?
I love tennis.
Okay. I guess maybe I'll ask him more questions.
Hello there.
Hey, what can I get you?
What do you think of Yelltown fever?
It's just terrible. Bar takings are way down.
I guess a health scare keeps people at home.
Worse, they start doing yoga and probiotic yogurt. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Barkeep, Give me a drink.
Barkeep.
He's not a barkeep.
I'll have an OJ.
Sorry, we don't have orange juice.
Do you have apple juice?
I'm afraid we do not.
What about pineapple juice?
Nope. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Cranberry juice?
Prohibition's over, buddy. We don't serve any juice. We have a strict alcohol-only policy.
Alcohol-only policy? You must get tons of complaints.
Nope. This is the first time it ever came up.
Give me a beer.
Sure. You got your ID?
ID? No problem. I guess I must have left it in my other pants.
I can't serve you unless you can prove you're over 21.
I can sing the entire Samurai Squad theme song. The original, not the remake.
No ID, no alcohol.
Nice.
Well, I better go.
Well,
Later.
I mean, I do know where my other pants are. It's kind of a walk, though.
Me and Mort used to spend every night playing on that pool table. I hate to think about how many times we got hustled by truckers on layover.
I'm not sure why. I'm inclined to go try to get my ID. Okay, so we're running out of time. But here are some of the conclusions that I'm drawing about this game. First off, they're putting a lot of effort into making this not a game where you only have 3 things in the world and 3 things in your inventory, and you just need to come up with the right combination and you just blast through every puzzle. They deliberately multiplied the number of interaction points in the game so that is unfeasible. So that you have to actually have an idea in mind of what you want to do. They basically turned that multi-tool object into a diegetic verb list from Maniac Mansion, which I think is great. The dialogue in this, I love it when a game takes sort of a snarky, sort of stepped outside of itself attitude, where the game can see its own absurdity from the same perspective that you can see it, and the character talks that way. Not necessarily, he's not really stepping out of character, he's not breaking the fourth wall, but he recognizes all the same absurdities that you do, and a few that you miss, and calls attention to things, and it's great. I love this kind of attitude. And yeah, just the writing is surprisingly good. Like, you kind of, you get very used to the idea that most games will have mediocre writing, and so you just sort of accept it as a part of the genre, and you don't expect very much. And so you kept seeing me get pleasantly surprised by the humor and fun in this game that you don't always see in everything. So with that, I think I probably need to leave this one alone for a little bit. But thank you all for joining me today. And tomorrow, I believe that Mutant Year Zero is going to unlock. And so that's probably what I'm going to play. Because I've been getting pretty excited about that game. So come back tomorrow at noon. I might or might not, so I won't be in the office tomorrow, so I might or might not be able to actually pull off a stream. So we'll have to see how that goes. But if I don't do it tomorrow, maybe I can do it, I don't know, Thursday or something. So anyway, thanks all for being here, and I will see you later.